first, it's time for me to get stuck into my rally challenge. Once again, my driving skills are going to get pushed right to their limit and probably beyond. But fortunately, I have a top man to keep me company and hopefully keep me on the road. Rally co-driving legend, Nicky Grist. So, Nicky, here's the situation. I've got to learn some new conditions, learn a 4-kilometre special stage, all in about half a day, and then take on a rally champion called Champion and try to beat his time. What are the chances?
You're a professional driver. I have every confidence in you, Tiff, but to be honest, it's going to be really difficult.
Our host for this most demanding of encounters is the Below Zero Ice Driving School. It's run by Tuthill Porsche, who are world-renowned for preparing classic Porsche 911's for rally competition. We borrowed a car of theirs a while back when we took part in a similar rally challenge.
It opens. Oh, mega! Come on!
On that day, Team Fifth Gear was up against British Rally Championship winner Mark Higgins, with Nicky alongside. We lost, but not by much. Trouble was, today's challenge threw another huge spoke in the wheel. Ice. A surface us Brits get very little opportunity to drive on, let alone race on. And to heap on the pressure, I'd be up against this man, Ryan Champion. Runner-up to Mark Higgins in the British Championship and Rally Sprint Champion, he's a regular instructor at this driving school. So it's fair to say he's pretty familiar with the conditions and the cars. Clearly, I needed some practice, but there was no way I was going to venture straight out onto the rally stage where the challenge would take place. It was 4 kilometres of pure hell that would punish me and my £80,000 Porsche mercilessly if I put so much as a wheel wrong. So instead, my training would take place where there was some room for a manoeuvre, the driving school's personal frozen lake.
Not a lot of grip.
He's got to try and cope with a 250 horsepower Porsche rear-wheel drive on a surface that is going to be the worst of the worst.
The big difficulty driving when there's so little grip is that the car will plunge from one extreme to the other, go from big understeer to big oversteer. And of course that balance between understeer and oversteer is exaggerated in a Porsche 911 because all the weight's at the back, therefore there's very little weight on the front to get the steering done.
The Porsche was slewing round all over the place, and even with the most delicate brake and throttle inputs, I was finding it difficult just to keep the car on the course.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah!
And the biggest cause of that problem were the studded tyres I'd been given. These so-called button-headed ones are designed to work on tarmac as well as snow. So while they offer more purchase on slippery surfaces than the usual all-rubber variety, there's a limit to the help they can give when you're attempting to drive flat out on sheet ice.
Are these studs what? These are used actually on the Monte Carlo, these sort of...
Yes, this is a Monte Carlo stud historically.
So why don't they have bigger studs then on the Monte?
It's just a part of the regulations in France. You're only allowed a certain depth of stud.
The concentration required is pretty frightening. Oh, no, 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 no.
Nevertheless, with my rally challenge just a few hours away, I had to press on.
I've never rallied on ice. Well, if you've only got a limited time to learn, my theory is you quickly get to the limit, maybe beyond, to find out where the grip is.
And I was about to find out just where that limit was.
No, 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 we're going to... Oh, no, 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 no. No, no!
See, when the confidence gets up...
To have any chance of keeping up with Ryan, I needed more grip so that I could corner more confidently. And I think I found the answer.
Going fast on snow and ice is all about the studs in your tyres. For the Monte Carlo rally, which is part tarmac, part snow and ice, all you're allowed are these button heads like I've been sliding around on. For the more snowy Swedish rally, you're now allowed 5mm studs on narrower tyres, so they cut through the loose surface and bite into the ice below. You can go more extreme and have 7mm studs on even narrower tyres, but they've got so much grip they've been banned from rallying. Sounds like they're the ones for me.
So that's what we fitted. But before I went back onto the ice, I needed to know whether the new tyres would give me a competitive chance against Ryan. So we sent him out to record a lap time.
Ready, go.
The extra speed on those long studs is so immediately visible.
It looks a bit too fast to beat.
Ryan routinely drives these cars on both types of tyres, so he knows precisely how much more grip the long studs provide.
We can get a lot more purchase, we can move the car on the brakes, drift the car in. Still got to be a little bit patient with the car and just feel for the traction. Coming up to the faster section, get a good exit here. Ready. And over the finish line.
Hey. 1:31.59. And there's no way that Tiff's going to be able to beat that. Sorry, Tiff and all that.
Probably not, Nicky, but any improvement over my earlier test session would be a bonus.
How long are these studs then?
These are now 7mm, so you're going to see a world of difference.
It's still icy, Nicky.
Yeah. You're going to have 7 times the grip.
Really? Well, we were about to find out, because in true rally fashion, I wouldn't be allowed any practice, but would be timed on my very first run.
Ready, go.
I'm not ready at all. I got full throttle, Nicky. I've never had full throttle all day.
Well, I put him on the biggest spikes. Inevitably, he was going to go quicker. But you can almost feel the spikes on the street squirming underneath the tyre. They certainly did make a difference, and you could see almost immediately his confidence started to grow, and he was a lot more aggressive.
You get so much less wheel spin. The engine revs aren't just wailing away.
Now the handling was far less big understeer to big oversteer. The car was much more neutral, the back didn't have to go out so far.
Don't get too cocky, don't get too cocky. Stop what she's turning. Slippy corner, slippy corner.
You could feel the steering as you turned when you wanted it to. The braking was improved. It was a dramatic increase. I couldn't believe the difference.
Flick it left. So much more confidence, inspiring. Well, Ryan can't have been going much quicker. It's ridiculous. I'm right on the ragged edge everywhere. Ah!
Nicely done.
Full throttle in third. Now brake, Tiff. Second, first. Tip the clutch, grab the handbrake, throttle, clutch, go, finish line.
Ready,
stop!
So,
Then Ryan again.
1.32.29.
That meant I was just 0.7 of a second slower than Ryan over the mile-long course.
Pick a corner, turn the steering in, bury the throttle, and that voluptuous derriere is all yours to play with.